Hey guys, ECRG here, and today we're going to be talking about the best things you can do for your career while you're still in college. Hey guys, ECRG here, and today we're going to be talking about the best things you can do for your career in college. And now it's been a while since I've given you, a list of three things you can do. So I'm going to give you three things today in this video. Just for old time's sake, because I've kind of gotten away from that, but we're going to go back to that for this video. And there's really more than this, but I think these are the top three things you can do for your career while you're in college. And these are very effective. These are things that I have done, obviously, or else I wouldn't be recommending them. And I think other people would agree with this. Other successful people who utilized their college experience for the most it could offer would probably agree with this. So without further ado, here they are. The number one thing, and this is not in any order of importance, just notice that these are all important. But the first thing I'm going to talk about is networking. Now, all the time I talk about the importance of networking on this channel, how it can help you with opportunities, help you get jobs. Same thing in college. There's no way you can know everything. So you're only as strong as your network. Your network is going to be able to tell you, which classes to take, which professors are good, how to get the best grades in the classes. That's one thing. Two, they're going to tell you about, what they're doing, and you might be interested in that. You might be interested in their major all of a sudden, or they might, have a connection in order to get a job. Their parents might work for whatever company, etc. And, they may be able to recommend you some field or something, or, anything. Your network is a great place for you to bounce ideas off and learn new things from. And you're going to develop a great network in college because you guys are all going through the same experience. And, it's a great place to meet friends. You're going to make friends for the rest of your life, potentially, in college. And it's, very formative years, from 18 to 22. Those are some key pivotal years in your life. And it's important to, take advantage of that. Now, I went to a big school, over 30,000 students. So I'm obviously biased in that regard. I'm very biased towards going to big schools because my thought process was big school equals big opportunity. And I think, not saying that smaller schools can't offer the same opportunities, because, sometimes they do. But as far as like the people and the network expansion and just the overall footprint of your school and reputation, I think a bigger school is definitely better in that regards. Feel free to disagree with me, but my whole thought process was choosing a big school because big school to me meant big opportunity. And it definitely can add a lot of people to your network just going to a big school just off of sheer numbers. So number one is networking. And that's one of the best things you can do for your career while you're still in college. The second thing is internships. You want to do internships specifically because they can help prepare you for the job that you want to do. You'll be able to learn if that is the job you want to do or not, or if you're like, this isn't for me, then you can decide right then and there without having to, change your major a bunch of times, or, finally go out in the field actually when you graduate college and understand that it's not for you. So interning is great. There's a lot of paid internships out there, and there's a lot of unpaid internships out there. Both are great depending on the experience. And I'm talking summer internships, year-round internships, doesn't matter. Now I think, grades don't really matter that much in college. So, just being honest, it's important to make decent grades. You don't want to fail out or anything. But grades don't mean nearly as much as you think they do, unless you're going to graduate school like medical school or something like that. But for the most part, grades don't really matter. Internships matter a lot because in internships, you're going to be learning the actual skills you're going to need in the jobs that you're going to get when you graduate college. They're going to help expand your network, which is also huge. That goes into the first one. You're going to be working with people actually in the field, and hopefully you'll be able to get a job with that company that you interned with. So I would recommend doing an internship every year, every summer you're in college. Or do an internship, or I'm gonna tell you that's gonna lead into the third one. What else you can do that's really good for your resume and just really good for your overall well-being. Interning, whether in the same state or another state, is also good because you get that travel experience there and you get a broader network as well. So definitely recommend doing that. If it's paid, all the better. That's even better for you if it's paid. Unpaid, don't discount it as long as you're getting the skills that you want to learn. And don't be afraid to taste different things. One day you might be interested in, going in business. The next day you might be interested in like doing science or research. So college is really a great time to expand your horizons and really just understand what you want to do, because a lot of times you're not going to understand if you like something or not unless you taste it, unless you try it and see if it's for you or not. It takes people years before they figure out what they want to do. People that are like, I want to do this when they're 18. Well, a lot of times they're singing a different song when they're 25, 26, because it's hard to know what you want to do when you're so young. And college affords you that time to kind of taste different things. Some colleges better than others, but use that time to your advantage and try different internships and see what you like or what you don't like. And if you find something you like, great. If you don't, keep trying, keep tasting. There's no problems with that. And so interning, highly, highly recommend. Everyone should have an internship in college. The more, the better. Because if you work at the same company for a couple years doing internships, wow, then they're really going to want to give you a job, because you know the systems, you know people there already, you know what it's like to work there. And if you've been there twice and then you apply for that job, that means you really want to work there after college. So internships are amazing and you should definitely do them. Have I done a video on where you can find internships? I think I have done a video specifically for clinical research on where you can find internships. But your local, at your school is likely going to have a career office or student office. That's a great place to go and look for internships. So build a relationship with those people, and that would be a great way for you to find internships. So that was number 2, internships. And the third thing you can do in college that is going to dramatically increase your career chances for the rest of your life. This is one of those things that you may not see the benefits immediately, but wow, over 3-4 years, even longer, 10, 15 years, you're going to see the huge benefits from this. And this is study abroad. Now, I would recommend, any type of study abroad experience you could do, whether it's, living in another state, preferably going to live in another country so you can learn a different language potentially, which is another skill that you can add to your resume, which is very, very helpful and very, very sought after. Somebody that can speak multiple languages. Not only that, but the perspective you gain, the world perspective you gain, being able to analyze problems from a different perspective and to truly deeply understand that not everybody grew up like you. And a lot of people know that, they think they know that, but when you truly understand it, it's different and you start seeing life a different way. And that comes off in a positive way throughout your career, throughout your whole life, and people can sense that. People sense when people are very aware of their surroundings and very aware of just life all around. So study abroad is a great opportunity. It can, when people interview you, when people talk to you, that's how it's going to benefit you. You're going to more easily be able to connect with people because maybe they went to that same country or same region of the world too. So you have that connection with them. Or 2, maybe you can teach them something they didn't know. So I'm very interested. I'm very big on studying abroad, and I think everyone should have the opportunity if possible. If you're given that opportunity, you should definitely take advantage of it. I know people that study abroad for a semester, and that was like the best semester they had. And you may think that you're missing out, but you're really not missing out on all the stuff going on back home. You're living it up in another country, in another part of the world. And people are going to ask you about that in interviews. You're going to spend a long time talking about it. People are going to ask you about it. Just in general, it's going to come up in your life. And it's definitely going to help you better network with people and better build relationships. So I mean, don't forget, this is a global world now. This is a global economy, especially if you're in clinical research. You're going to be working with people in those other countries. So I mean, I went to Italy. I didn't stay for a whole semester, but I went there, and we work with people in Italy all the time in clinical research or around that area. I have people on my team that I converse with on a weekly, if not daily basis from there, and we're more easily able to connect with them because I had been there before and they had been to the US. So we kind of know where we're coming from, and we're a lot more easier able to work together because of that period. So I would definitely recommend it. Just adds to your experience list and adds more perspective and just makes you a better person, I believe, when you've traveled the world and you have that level of empathy for other people. So I think that's pretty much it for the study abroad section. Definitely recommend it. Every college should have a study abroad office or a study abroad program or something. There should be definitely a way for you to get more information on that. And, a lot of times it's even cheaper to go live abroad than pay tuition for that semester for your school. So definitely recommend it. And, all of these are really good. Networking, interning, and studying abroad. These are like my top 3, like you have to do in college. And you'll just see the doors open up dramatically if you do all 3 of those things to the best of your ability. Trust me, guys. So if there's anything I left out, any other ones that you guys think that you have to do in college that are great for your career, you can comment them down below. Once again, these are my top 3. I'm curious what your top 3 are. You can drop them down below. And email us at eliteclinicalgroup@gmail.com if you have any questions, concern, want to do business together. Still looking for people if you want to be interviewed on the show, particularly clinical research or pharma people. Want to get down and dirty into some of those questions and some of the hot topics of the day. So would love to connect with you there. And if there's nothing else, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. We love hearing from you guys. And that's it. Take care. Stay tuned for another video.